Hey, how's it going, everyone? Tyler here with your Week 5 recap video. First off, I want to talk about kind of my post today on our Facebook group. Um, Me picking up Latios as an OU free agent and dropping Tapabulu. I'm kind of in the predicament of whether or not to let myself, or I don't know about the Megastone. And the reason I say that is because it just came out recently, but it's an OU pick, which keeps it in OU, and the Megastone in general, for our setting, doesn't really give me an advantage per se. It doesn't increase the speed, change my ability, or change the typing. So on that side of the argument, it only boosts, the attack, defense, special attack, and special defense. So for a prepping in damage calcs, that's the only thing that it would give me the benefit for. That being said, the counter argument is, well, the item wasn't there in the draft. And there's Pokemon like Mega Gardevoir, Mega Altaria is about to come out, / just came out. Pokemon like that definitely, I think, would have been drafted if the Megastone would have been out. That being said, I don't know if anyone would have drafted Latios because of the counter argument. The Megastone doesn't really make it that much better. I feel like most people, if you would have drafted it, would have been on the night. But I understand both sides of the argument. So as I post this, I'm probably going to post a poll, whether it be yes or no, if I can use a Megastone. I'm not going to vote, so then that way it would hopefully be 7 people. Obviously there's more than that in the group, but there's 8 of us in the season. So if the majority were to be yes versus no, I would use it. No versus yes, I don't really care. Those are the counter arguments that I can see valid points. That being said, into our battles. So for the first one, I have between Adam versus Kirk. To start out, the Rotom Heat had a really nice 2-hit KO on the Gardevoir. I think this was probably another bulky Gardevoir. But Thunderbolt into Inferno Overdrive, which is the Z-Fire move, is kind of what Adam likes to bring, it seems like. And this time it really worked out. Knocking out the Gardevoir, we really didn't figure out what it did. I think it had leftovers on it. That's not in my notes, but that really didn't matter because it was gone before it could do anything. On Kirk's side, he was able to set up his Kling Clang with a couple shift gears. Looking at this is pretty dangerous to Adam's team. I think it was probably running, Wild Charge or, Gear Grind, whatever. I don't know what it was running exactly, but looking at it was going to do some work. But Porygon 2 was able to weaken it down with Kling Klang's Life Orb, taking some of its health away. Ambipom then was able to come in after, and a little bit of Kirk's team was whittled down, but Ambipom did his thing, fake out, kind of get around, come back in, fake out, and that was about it. There's another play by Ambipom that was really good. He went for a return on the Absol switch, instead of going for just the simple fake out play, which was kind of maybe a typical play. I think Kirk maybe would have predicted that, taken the fake out damage and maybe tried knocking it out with a sucker punch. I don't know. But it was a nice return play by Adam. Adam ended up winning in a 2-0. Next battle was between Adam and Blake. The trick was a really cool move by the Zoroark to get the Scarf on the Gliscor and take its Toxic Orb so it couldn't get its recovery. But this really didn't end up helping, and looking at your team, you're actually really Earthquake weak. But this is definitely style points. That was cool. Also, you had a Rocky Helmet kill. That was really cool, Blake. But the Z Aurora Veil, that was a really good play. But if you look at Adam's team, and I think your moveset, I think if you, depending on how you do it, but if you were to do it a little bit earlier in the battle, I think you might have this. Just looking at his team, getting that speed boost, and the typage that Alolan Ninetales is, being Ice and Fairy, is really good against Adam. But anyhow, Adam ended up winning in a 2-0. The next battle was between Trevor and Hayden. Trevor with his Donphan did really well, / Hayden, I think, kind of misplayed around it. He was able to get Toxic on both his Hippowdon and his Palossand, which I think were probably Hayden's special wall and physical wall. It also got rocks up and was able to rapid spin the rocks off of his side. Definitely very good. The hacks on the Zapdos, it is what it is, but all it was doing was just sitting in and roosting. The double crit sucked. The freeze sucked. But it just kind of is what it is. He really didn't have any better plays either, so I get it that it sucked because that was his only play to do, is pretty much just keep roosting up. But that's just what you do when, there's crit on every attacking move, and then, the 10% freeze is basically like 90% when you're playing Trevor. So, especially when he needs it. Nah, I'm just kidding. But, anyways, the superpower didn't end up killing the Kyurem Black, which I think was kind of the nail in the coffin for Hayden. Trevor ended up winning just kind of with his U-turn shenanigans. Or actually, I think it was Jolteon that ended up doing some work. I think Kirk, Trevor, Hayden, all of your battles are intermixing. Anyway, Trevor ended up winning a 3-0. Going on to Trevor and Kirk's battle, Sticky Webs was on Kirk's side from kind of the beginning, which made Trevor's team, which was pretty much all faster than Kirk's team, even faster. One play that kind of scratched my head, I don't know if you had it on the moveset, but Jolteon was at about 1/3 of health, and your Absol was in, and I definitely think you knock it out with the Sucker Punch. Because you're guaranteed slower, and I doubt the Jolteon goes for like a Thunder Wave or, a non-attacking move at that point. Knocking that out, kind of helps you out. But anyways, everyone missed a lot of moves. What was kind of annoying is I don't know if it would have ended up mattering because of the moveset on the Swak. Missing the Stone Edge into the Shuckle, it wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd it because of leftovers. So Sticky Web would have still been on your side, more than likely. And then maybe Rocks wouldn't have been. So yes, that could matter, but in the end, Sticky Web, I think, was the bigger deal, and that would have been guaranteed. As for Trevor, he missed a Hurricane, which it really didn't end up mattering because he ended up winning 3-0. My battle between Forrest and myself, the crit on the Dragon Claw from my taunt kind of mattered because then I don't think I died a Sucker Punch. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. And I was going to go for a Stone Edge, so I wouldn't have died to Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin. Anyhow, I then tried to get my spikes up with my Chestnut because most of his team is grounded except Crobat. Crobat comes in, and when I go for the Spiky Shield, a Defog goes off, just kind of scouting moves. I was kind of questioning if this was going to be a Scarf Crobat for some reason. Maybe it was running like a Poison move for Tapu Bulu, Brave Bird, U-turn, I don't know. Leech Life? I don't know. Pursuit? I don't know. But I didn't think it was running Defog, but it goes for Defog, so I assumed the next move was, Defog. Because I was actually packing Zen Headbutt on my Chestnut, and I'm pretty sure with the attack that I had in it, it definitely knocks out Crobat. But anyways, I died to a Brave Bird. It is what it is. It was kind of a 50-50 in my perspective. But you win some, you lose some. The next kind of 50-50 in my head was when Forrest didn't first go for the Sucker Punch. Now, on my side, this was almost kind of a desperation play. If he goes for the Sucker Punch, I for sure knock out Druddigon with an Ice Punch, for sure. But I went for the Dragon Dance. One, I was kind of predicting the Sucker Punch. Two, looking at Forrest's team, you can almost see that the Xurkitree is going to be Scarfed. If it is, it runs through my team. or just takes chunks. Whenever it comes in, it's almost going to get a kill, and then it can volt switch out. Or I thought Nihilego was going to be Scarf. Anyways, I knew that I had to go for 2 Dragon Dance to outspeed it, and that was kind of that. That's why I went for the Dragon Dance on that turn. But anyways, Forrest went for the Dragon Claw, which was a very, very good move on his part in general. And then, if I would have magically predicted the Fire Fang miss, I think I would have turned this game around, because I had Z Hone Claws, which gives you 2 times 2 attack plus the attack raise. So my hustle plus that's kind of like almost like a tail blow in a sense, which is kind of broken. But Durant's such a pussy and dies, and he doesn't do anything, and I don't think he'll ever do anything. But anyways, I lost that one 5-0. Forrest made the right plays, and in my perspective, he just won the 50-50s. Nothing you can do about that. My battle between then Zach and myself, pretty much to describe it in one word, I would say Probopass. If you just looked at it, I think we both played kind of weird and dumb, and yeah. Anyways, I won 3-0. Forrest and Hayden. The Destiny Bond fails. Both of you guys, I don't think, know the physics of Destiny Bond. You can't go for it twice. So there's times where Hayden could just knock out the Hoopa, but you went for Thunder Wave. So then you outsped it, which worked. But anyways, I don't know if Hayden, you got Scarf Bluffed by the Xurkitree, but is that why you think the crit mattered on the Hippowdon? I didn't know if that was like a joke, because I think the Hoopa got critted with like 3% health. I don't know where the crit mattered, but I don't know if you were trying to preserve your 4-0. Did you have a lot of special little defense in your Hippowdon to take an energy ball from Xurkitree? I don't know. But anyways, Hayden won in a 3-0 fashion. The last battle of the week was between Zach and Blake. Very nice Scarf Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales, that is. Special Mega Swampert, though, was kind of a questionable call. I could see you going special regular Swampert just to like kind of get rocks and be a tank, but especially if you look at Blake's team, Mega Alakazam, kind of with its move and speed, it does very well in my opinion, or possibly could. But anyways, you had Scarf T-Wave, which was interesting, and you used it in the late game when you basically had no switches, so you just had to stay in and Thunder Wave again. Well, that was kind of funny. But anyways, Blake won in a 4-0, so that is that, and that is the end of the recap video. I'm also going to make a poll. I understand if you guys don't care either. If you guys don't care, regardless of whatever side has the majority, if you don't vote by the end tonight, that's going to be the deciding thing. I get it if it's not a strong opinion. I just appreciate the vote, so in that way, consciously, I don't feel like I'm cheating or finding a loophole, because I don't really think it is. But if someone does feel that way, I want to play fair, because that's what I'm kind of about, is just playing fair. So I'm going to make a poll. It's up to you guys. Good luck week 6. Okay, bye.